All right, thank you for joining us for our post-game press conference. We're joined by Chris Acker and Devin Askew. We'll start off with a statement from Coach and then open it up for questions.
Um, you know, frustrated that we lost the game tonight, but hats off to UC Davis. They came in here and did what you need to do. You need to get road wins in conference, and our group's learning valuable lessons. Obviously, no one's more frustrated than the players that are on the floor. I know they wanted to get this one tonight, and another overtime loss at home. And we did a nice job on the glass. I think we beat them 30-29 on the glass, and so I was proud of that effort. I know Dev's he's getting doubled and triple team all night every game. So I know he's frustrated as well with not being able to come out with these W's first and foremost, but we're just learning how to win based on what we have and what we're trying to do. But obviously want to win, but I'm proud of the fight that our guys put up tonight.
I didn't see your game in Santa Barbara Saturday. Does it feel like a big bounce back from your game last Saturday against Santa Barbara?
Yeah, I mean that Santa Barbara loss was a tough one for us. We were obviously limited bodies with the guys that we had out there. And so our guys fought in that one as well. We just couldn't weather the storm. What's interesting about our group game to game is we're starting to fight through defensively when we have emptier possessions offensively, which is kind of the character that I want this team to have. And I see it slowly happening tonight. We started off really slow tonight offensively, but we battled through and continued to defend. And so, we didn't do that so much at Santa Barbara. So I'm proud that we got that message tonight.
Start with a couple of the positives. You guys forced 10 more turnovers than them. Defensively, I thought you guys performed pretty well, especially really 35 minutes through the game. Ty Johnson got hot at the end. Just talk about what you saw from your guys defensively tonight.
Yeah, I mean, players are going to step up and make plays. I mean, our guys did defend tonight. At the end of the day, Dev, being the heady player he is, they went down. They made 2 free throws, and then he took the ball down the court. We put the ball in our best player's hand. He went down, got fouled, made 2 free throws, and then in overtime, T.Y. Johnson, he took over in the second half and made some plays. And, I give Dev and Austin a lot of credit because he had to hit over a contested hand possession after possession, and they wanted the challenge. And so, players are going to make plays, and at some point it'll be our moment. We just got to continue to guard for 40 minutes.
You mentioned the battle on the glass a little bit, but how did it help to have Andrew Nagy back to kind of help supplement what Austin Johnson was doing today in the front court?
Yeah, it was huge having Nagy back. He's been out for a long time. When DMX went out and couldn't play at Santa Barbara, we really missed that inside presence. I mean, I think our size in this league affects teams on the glass, and so that's a huge part of how we want to score and defend is score on the offensive rebound and then block out and get rebounds. So his presence tonight was huge.
Just going to ask about Varick and Denson. They exceeded their scoring averages in the first half alone. I felt like that kind of kept you guys in it too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, and this is why I respect Devin so much is, he's a scorer, but he's also a great facilitator. And I would imagine that without watching the film, the majority of their points came from him assisting them. And so it's just a credit to the fact that we are trying to understand how much better we are when the ball is moving and it's not sticking. And they were the beneficiaries of team basketball. And so, if we continue to play that way, we'll be in a lot of close games for the rest of the way.
And then to go back to Cam, I thought he played a pretty big role. You guys had like a 12-0 run in the first half, big block on one end, on both sides of the ball, really. Both of you guys just talk about what you saw from him tonight, and then specifically for Coach, Devin down the stretch hit some clutch shots, clutch free throws down at the end. Just talk about kind of what you saw from both of your guys tonight.
I'll let you go first.
Cam is an amazing player, especially when his motor's going and he's running. It's always good when we see Cam running, and I think if we can get Cam like this a lot more, he's a big factor to our team. So when he's on, our team is better.
Yeah, I agree. I echo everything Devin said. He made some big shots. He hit a big three with the shot clock running down. And those are players you have to make to keep yourself in basketball games. And what was your second question?
Kind of just what you saw from Devin down the stretch. He was really taking on a lot of the offensive load down there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Devin's done that all year for us. He's had to take on the offensive load. I mean, for the most part, I think he's trying to find his rhythm within what's going on in the game. And, I think Devin and I are really close. And sometimes, like, we're both trying to figure out. I went to him at one point and said, Dev, I don't know what to run in the middle of the floor because they're just going to keep trapping you. And if the other guys don't get open, they're just going to throw you the ball back anyway. So we finally just decided to keep everybody down and let him make plays. And he was pressing on that all game. And, I try not to be very stubborn. I try to listen to my players, and we put the ball in his hands. And, he made some great plays down the stretch of the game. And, we just came up short. I wish we could have made a couple more.
Dev, what's your message to the team? We've heard a little bit about what coach's message is, but, coming out of that, what, as a leader on this team, what's your message going into kind of Saturday and the next week of action?
Man, just take a deep breath. We're a first-year team, and game by game, we're continuing to build. I know it's rough right now, taking losses, and it hurts all of us, but if we can find a way to keep our spirits up, our heads up, and keep our fight up, I think we got a good chance of making a run sooner rather than later.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Yep, thank you.